Cool.
That's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, you guys. It's not gonna work.
Maggie, just transform into a phone stand.
Yeah, transform into a phone stand. That would really help us. Daisy, come back here.
Show.
Hey, Daisy, come back here.
Hey, get up. Go.
Come back here. Oh,
Show
these
them
dogs.
your hot dog. She's a hot dog, hot diggity.
Say hi, Maggie.
So photogenic.
Say hi, Maggie.
Say hi, Marby.
Hi,
Say
Maggie.
Hi, Marby. She accepts any nickname I give her, I swear to God.
Let's see.
Shoe.
Whoa, did you hear that? There we go. No one's come in yet, so I'm just gonna say, hey, welcome in. How you doing?
That rain didn't last very long.
That rain didn't even make everything wet at once.
No.
That's how little bit of rain we got. And we just got a little tiny sprinkle.
Yeah. That's our life. Here on the Bear Mountain. Or wherever. Bear Springs Mountain.
Yeah, welcome in. Welcome in. Let's see if I can get a better view.
These are our rocks.
From the land.
Our land.
Yeah, from our land.
Deed,
there we go.
Deed and everything.
Oh, so it's been 10 years. We're going to go back and watch a couple videos from 10 years ago. If you feel like dropping a like or a comment, you got any questions, these are calcite crystals that are from our land.
I'm pretty sure. I could be
She's
wrong.
pretty sure.
I know.
But if anybody who knows better wants to tell us.
I know for a fact my little conglomerate, my little chunks that I get, Mom, those are absolutely calcite. These, I don't know. I'm pretty sure they are, but I'm not entirely sure. I wanted to
From the land.
Google reverse image search actually.
Oh.
So.
Alright, look at that one. That's our prettiest one. She's going to reverse Google search that and maybe get a true definition. I don't know. Google's half AI, so we'll see. We'll absolutely see what Google has to say. Or what the Google Data Center AI database has to say about it.
Yeah, it's probably calcite.
Calcite crystal though, right?
Calcite is, yeah, they're just low quality, probably mid to high quality. Because that one right there looks like our shit. So it's calcite barite, so it's probably in. Ignore everything else. Just look at that one. They're
Maybe
like,
the thing is that they're solid.
well, they're like, this
Get
is.
them a more zoomed up picture of this.
This is this mineral mined in China, and I'm like, it's not.
And the opposite side of the rock, there's probably a fossil in there. Looks like the beginning of a turtle rock.
Yeah, so I was right. It's a calcite cluster that strongly resembles an entirely different fucking crystal that's sourced in India.
Well, that's sourced in Colorado.
Yeah, so no, that's calcite.
Isn't it pretty though? I figure once we course. Loud, right? What'd I do? What did I do? And this, on this side, almost looks like a brown. See that? It's really super shiny. Then on this side, oh, I should shut the internet off before it tries to shut me off again. But what a great specimen. This is millions of years in the making. All we did was pick it up out of the dirt. This one's very, look at that coloring. And I have another rock. Hopefully we can keep this going tonight. I'm really curious. What would make those? Probably lost interest again. And on this side is another one. Another little hole. I have no idea what would make those holes. There's nothing in it. What do you guys think? Picked it up off the ground just like that. There's no evidence that humans made them. Cool, right? What do you think made that?
I said.
Yeah.
See how it's broken.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. That's what I'm thinking.
Weird though, right?
You know, there's hella cedar nuts in here right now.
Are they?
But they're not biting. They just keep biting.
Man, so old. When you see that, we got a lot of dirt above things.
I feel like an idiot, though.
Why?
I totally could have gone to the hospital.
Oh. She cut her ear today.
Yeah.
Why? Is it hurting?
No, I mean, I just said that because I thought it was going to rain, and it didn't rain.
And it didn't rain. Didn't rain. Why don't you bring up our second video from the beginning? From the beginning of it.
Oh, it's not ready yet.
Oh. The internet's not ready yet.
No.
So if you caught our live earlier, the dogs really had a good time with their little enrichment zone. Let's see if I could do that. Think it'd stay up.
I feel like as much as I thought they would. They have to get used to it first.
Right.
Because, no.
I'll check
Take
that
your
out.
shoe. Stick it right in there.
We're gonna stick you guys in the shoe. There we go.
Daisy looks like her
Just
shit's
drink some
healing
water.
just fine.
See, she had a little bit of a bulge here too.
I just get anxious with Coco.
Whoops! What happened, guys?
She's my little let's eat stupid crap dog, so.
That's good right there.
It's not like socks can kind of be trusted on occasion. Oh, what if this came from the same rock?
Ooh, that looks like matches.
Kind of, yeah.
Right there.
Mm.
Check that out.
I found them in 2 different spots in the pond, too.
In the pond in the valley, yeah. Isn't that on
It ain't got the little up and down arrows. It's too late to call him. Oh, it might be it.
yet? Oh, it's on. Video of rainbows.
But I'm still bummed from hurting my ear. Honestly, if that wouldn't happen, I would have had a great day.
Yeah. Did a good job on the dog place. So this second one right there. This is Elm Street and Prescott. An old folks home here. This is Louisiana.
A lot of people waiting and wondering what they're going to do.
This was happening in our life 10 years ago.
All the drains are full now. We're blocked off. Without a big truck, you're not getting out.
Bye. Bye. Water. Bye. Bye. Me.
I don't know why their door's open. Back up, back up, back up, back up.
Yeah.
My kids have never experienced that kind of water. Whoops.
No.
That was in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. 2016, 10 years ago now. How lucky do you feel after living through that to be where we are now?
I'm happy to live on a hill and not be by the ocean.
Right? Or by levees.
I don't.
Or dams.
See, the thing is, I don't hate the ocean because it's the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
I hate the ocean because it's a giant, sentient fucking body of water that'll do whatever the fuck it wants, whenever the fuck it wants. And we're just ants next to the biggest puddle you can possibly imagine. So why the fuck would I want to live by that shit? If you were like a recluse and you spent every single day inside and like didn't watch TV, didn't check the weather, you read books or something, you honestly wouldn't know when the ocean was fucking ready to come at your doorstep until
Right.
it was henceforth at your doorstep. No one should live there.
I can't believe these two were connected. They're right there.
Yeah.
Somewhere about right there.
There's probably bigger pieces I have yet to find too.
Yeah. This one was in the wall, right?
This
The
one.
wall of the valley.
This one.
There was that one.
This one was just hanging out. Do you have a Q-tip?
Yeah.
I wanted to see if this actually worked.
What?
There's a vinegar test you can do with that.
A vinegar test?
Huh?
That's what we've been doing since we got a homestead. Our own experiments and stuff.
The apple cider, 'cause I'm too tired to look for the other one.
Hey, it's sprinkling from the sky again. It keeps trying, but it's not having a lot of success.
Sprinkle these nuts, okay?
I love my mommy.
I love you too, bud. This ain't gonna be a long one though, but let's try.
Let's try it. Let's turn this off. It's supposed to make a sound.
That's not the sound of the rain hitting the ground either.
Or fizz.
I don't hear nothing. It
Look.
don't look like. Is it
Look.
fizzing?
Right there, you see the bubbles? Right there.
You see the bubbles? Oh, I do.
And that's not just air coming out. So that's interesting. Oh wow, look at all the dirt
Oh,
that it got out.
whoa.
Okay.
I wonder if we clean it with vinegar. Here,
Got it freshen.
hold on. We might have to brush the whole thing all over again.
Yeah, that's absolutely working.
Whoops.
So I'll probably end up soaking it in vinegar for not long, because I'm pretty sure it dissolves it a little bit. This is so cool.
That is
I
cool.
didn't know that it could clean it like that.
Put it in the same spot. It's right in the center of the.
All right.
Is it bubbling?
No, but it kind of makes it oddly translucent, like more than it was. And it lifts up a whole fuck ton of dirt and makes it like when you get pocket lint wet, it expands.
Yeah.
I wanted to try it on that one right there because it's got
Which one?
rust on it.
Oh, okay. Here, take these off. Let's try this one. This is the one with the different colors. Where are you going to put it?
On these big ones.
Hold on, let me lift it up a little bit. Alright, let's check this out. Little vinegar on them. Down, right about here.
Well, that's not calcium.
There we go, we got you.
I don't know if I'm just not putting enough. I mean, I definitely saw that first one bubble. Just be liberal with it.
Generous. Let's not use the tag words.
Look how
Hey,
dirty
don't
it's
stick that
getting.
back in there.
No, I haven't been.
Oh, okay. So,
It might work better if we use white vinegar, but I don't know where it's at right now. It's in the cabinet. I'm done with that cabinet. Dinner is over.
dinner is over. But how cool is it to see how these things form and the different colors they are? They're right in the center. I know we didn't think 10 years ago that we would be living on land that we can actually see the physical part of the geology in which we all live on. You know? Bet you this is where the toothbrush would help.
Yeah. Taking off a whole lot of dirt though. Like considering we found it outside.
And I've already brushed it once.
Yeah, with a toothbrush and Dawn.
I
So
didn't use the Dawn that time.
oh, you didn't use the Dawn? I once soaked these crystals in a Dawn dishwater. A Dawn soap.
I think this is just rock right there.
Yeah,
Iron rock, which
it's
is
the
what gives it this color.
yeah, it's the crystal matrix. It's usually what calcite forms on.
Yeah.
So my big chunks that have no matrix on it are kind of cool. But these.
You mean like these?
Oh, look at this. See all that stuff?
Yeah, this.
That's Matrix. It's crystal, but it's more.
So, but that side's rock, right?
Hmm. Anything the crystal forms on, I would say, is what they consider to be matrix. Correct me if needed, but basically that's the consensus I've gotten from all these videos. The matrix is whatever the cool shit forms on.
Oh, that's the thing above you. I'm like, what is that sound? Here we go again. What's that sound? Name that sound, everybody.
It's almost never the weather.
Almost never the weather. That's a cool look right there.
It's been,
But you know what? We're pretty tired. YouTube's screwing with us.
it's been a nice,
Still 0 watching. So
been a nice YouTube 10-year anniversary though.
yeah, we had a great day. The puppies and the dogs got an enrichment zone. We got the cleaned out for the porch.
Mom, Daisy's spooning
Daisy's can no longer give us any more
you. No
babies.
more babies from Daisy.
And we need a new first aid kit because that one only had 1 butterfly stitch in it.
And we needed 2.
We needed 2 for real, yeah. So I want to appreciate everybody who's hung out with us.
If you watch this later, I like you more than the people that didn't watch it now.
True that. Very true to
Like
that.
my fucking rocks.
We had a great day today. It was a great 10-year anniversary. No, 10 years ago, we were stuck in a flood.
No rocks.
No rock. We hadn't even thought of Colorado at that
One
point.
dog.
One dog,
One
Buster-oo.
punk ass dog.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to say excuse my dog.
He was a great childhood dog,
He
right?
was. I wouldn't want Daisy, to be honest with you, as a childhood dog. She's
Oh
good.
my gosh, she's a little too
She's
spastic.
good as a young adult dog because she can match my energy when I'm energetic.
And we certainly appreciate that we're on land now.
Wouldn't give it up for the
Bought and
world.
paid for.
Got the deed.
It keeps us out of the mainstream society.
Yeah, I don't want neighbors. Actually, if we were the only people on this hilltop, I would not be mad about that.
We're pretty much the only people on the hilltop with one other neighbor.
I mean, literally the entire hilltop.
Oh. Well, we can't kick everybody out, but
Come
you know,
on.
it'd be nice.
Just like 4, 5.
Hey, at least
all
we don't
of
have
them.
neighbors from hell. They
They
live 5 miles away, so if we're talking neighbors, we don't have any at this point.
How about they go 500 miles away with the sling?
They would walk 500 miles?
Mhm. What's this song? Never enough, never, never. That's how I feel about these people. Go away.
Mm-mm.
Never enough space between us.
Oh, there's enough space between us, guys. Don't get it wrong. We can go days and days and days without seeing people. We did hear the military today. They did a little kaboom boom. Upset every single dog on the property because they feel it in the ground. The dogs do. We can't tell them, no, you didn't hear nothing.
Oh, if we're hearing it, imagine how fucking loud it is over there.
Well, imagine how loud it is for them because they hear better than we do.
Yeah, exactly. I don't get mad at them when they bark at shit. I get mad at them when they keep barking at shit.
Well, luckily it's storming, or Daisy would be outside right now yelling her silly little head off.
She's woo.
Hey, my baby.
Well, your baby don't like coyotes, and that's fine because that's her job is to keep them off. We thought maybe Socks was partnering with her. No, because he's smaller than her, so he's probably hiding under the camper.
He used to. I think.
If it were cows out there, he'd have every bit of it. But because of the fire, no cows this year, guys.
Well, remember, Daisy left and her son died. And guess who her son looks like? Socks Jr. No, Mark.
He looks like both of them.
Socks is their daddy. But Mark was the only dog that had Socks' half tail. In my
He was
mind,
the only dog that had his daddy's half tail.
in my
So
mind,
some of these look.
that was the real Socks Jr. If we were looking for a carbon copy of that dog,
Mm-hmm.
and for Mark to get taken is basically a pseudo way of the mountain lion going, "I'll kill you, Socks," and Socks went, "You know what? Fair enough."
Fair enough. I don't know what to tell you.
Inside dog. You know what? I respect that.
So we have dogs that will follow their mom, and we're gonna let them train with her after they get older. They won't be 9 months to the end of the month, so they're still not the proper size.
They start doing coyote training around a year and a half.
Yeah, but until then, it's just
Daisy will bring them with her when she feels most comfortable.
yeah.
But for the most part, she barks at them if they're outside, and they'll be like, "Okay, mommy, I'll go sit down."
This was forming after our Earth went through a cataclysm. Because to me, this type of stuff is more like water dripping on it. Like you would, what do they call them? Cave pearls and stuff. You would find like little like crystals formed in a little puddle of water. I could
Yeah,
be wrong. If you're a
that's what I thought.
geologist or archaeologist or paleontologist,
It's calcium and it's calcium-rich water,
calcium-rich water.
and it happens due to biological activity in sea creature shells, and basically, this is shell water
Oh, really? Specifically shell water.
with like tiny little.
Well, with the iron, like in this one rock, right?
So tiny ocean organisms use calcium and dissolve carbonate from seawater to build their shells and shit. Like
No kidding.
little tiny microscopic guys. Those guys died, and their hard parts settle on the ocean floor in massive amounts.
Oh,
and
so there's
then-
probably ocean floor?
Layers and layers of those shells compact together over time to form limestone. So limestone is a bunch of tiny little guys, and this is formed in pockets of those compacted tiny little guys
With water.
full of calcium water, basically. Like, you could read this whole thing.
So I wonder if you put these like in the garden, would it give your garden calcium?
That's what I've been doing. I put calcite crystals here and there just to see, because I know that if acid dissolves it, it's not made of acid.
And vinegar is an acid.
See, what I learned from my science class isn't to open a book, write down every definition, and write down every explanation for everything, and there's your knowledge. What I learned from science is actually the most reasonable path is the most logical and probably the right one.
Yes. I would say.
That's what I took away from science. People take away a lot of shifts. Most people take away from science class, they don't like math, they don't like working in teams.
Mm-hmm.
That's a childhood mindset. Eventually, you gotta let that shit go. What you take away from science class is the ability to reason and learn from your reasoning.
It's one of the things I don't like about religion is it takes away the adult and makes everybody children of this invisible thing, which I think limits the mind.
I think you're absolutely right. Because if you really think about it, children of God need a fucking pamphlet of paperwork to tell them how to behave in the school. But those children are required to take care of children.
Yes.
So now you have a whole bunch of people being basically living off of one single rule book, teaching other people one single rule book, in one single school when there's a million fucking schools.
Well, their rule book might have worked for them back then,
And
but to say that it works for everybody all the time.
there's a million ways to learn. Neurodivergent and autistic people specifically have taught me a lot about that. There are a million ways to learn. You don't have to learn one way. Some autistic people actually ingest information with loud ass music playing through their headphones.
Oh, I know. I don't know how they do it, but yes, they do.
They do it. So there's a million different ways to learn something. If you're having trouble learning something, pick up knitting and try to learn it while learning something else. Like busy your hands or busy your mind. Or my favorite thing, how I started learning more complicated math in elementary school, is when they pull out these little plastic tabs for you to count and learn what dividing and multiplication looks like visually without any paper or pencils. That's how I actually learned my math. Not from practicing my times tables or nothing like that.
Right.
They gave me a physical example. Here's 2 pennies. Here's 3 pennies. Put them all fucking together. You got 5. What happens when you divide that by this? Like, you physically take 2 pennies away, or first any other fucking math equation you can do visually in front of yourself.
Yeah.
The only thing that's outside of that is algebra. But that's because complicating things is society's version of increasing the intensity so you learn more, is by making it more complicated, not by expanding the knowledge. So that's why a lot of kids are like, this algebra shit, I'm not getting it, I'm not picking it up, because it was introduced so suddenly. Like just last fucking year we were doing long division and I just got a hang of that.
Right.
Lots of kids barely
Well, they
scrape
want
through their
people to
classes.
go their speed, and they only want to invest in people or kids or young adults that go their speed. You know what I'm saying?
They bring a competitive workplace mindset into school, thinking that would help, but so many other
You
countries
shouldn't make children competitive.
So many other countries have proven it doesn't help. Like, I'm not gonna name anyone specific, but I'm gonna say on a whim Switzerland, because I've heard their name thrown around a lot. Because I read a lot of these articles about schools, because it interests me. I don't know what to tell you. I could be president one day. Maybe I'm ingesting the knowledge for that. But I read a lot, and these schools in other countries that clearly have had longer to deal with their shit than ours have figured out that bringing a competitive workplace mindset into your school is not beneficial to children. And that's a very key wordage there.
Yeah,
Beneficial to children. Beneficial to children.
Well, that's the thing, is we all were sold on the story that that's what it was supposed to be for.
They use one form of language, but their intentions are completely different, at least in this country. If you live somewhere else and if it's different, I don't care. I'm sorry.
Well, not that you don't care, but it's not part of the conversation.
It's not relevant. And I live in America, and in America, they do one thing and they say another. They say, this is a free country, yet, honestly, depending on the state, depends on how you'll be treated, and depending on where in that state, and then where in that area in that state you live in.
Right.
That's how fucking nitpicky. You can't just say, oh, I live in this one city and it's fucking great. Unless that's New York City, shut your mouth.
Yeah, oh no, it's not great living in New York City either.
No, and it wasn't until Mondani. Now everyone's
She's making
there,
it better, for sure.
Everyone there is like, we're gonna try now. And you're like, you know what? Fuck you.
You should have been trying before.
You definitely should have been trying before, but all it took was one man. One man putting the care into his city to make people want to be better. That's how much effort it takes. Do you really think it took that man that much effort to write out these bills and shit for that city? I bet it took him a half
I
hour.
don't know. They didn't get that out.
People are always like, it's so hard being good. It's so hard being good. No, it's not.
It's so tempting being bad, but it's not hard to be good.
No.
You just can't be feeding the bad side of you because you can't do both at the same time.
I think he's the right word there. Temptation. And being bad is tempting. That's why a lot of stupid men that ride the fence are like, well, sometimes when you're rich, you want to do these things.
No.
That's not an excuse, sir. You don't get to ride the fence like that, okay? No.
Too many people ride the fence, including women.
Well, then, yeah, bitches too. Bitches too, like Nicki Minaj. She's. I don't like her because she's a liar. And the reason she's a liar isn't even for my own community as a pale mixed Hispanic. She came in for the black gay people, making club music that literally everyone could enjoy, but was all inclusive for the time that she came out. It's pretty fucking special.
What was her time period?
Early 2000s, before I was born.
Uh-uh.
So when she came out, they were like, all right, yeah, okay. You're entering the new age. You're furthering the progress of it all. And then she switched all these years later. She turned MAGA. And I watched a gay black man kind of break this down for me, just to understand it from their perspective. Basically, she's a liar. She's been fronting the whole time. She just wanted money. This is what a lot of people do, but this is what a lot of women do the most.
Well, we don't
Lie.
know who
But-
does it the most.
When men bring this up, they're like, "Yeah, she lies, she lies. She didn't like my sex that well." I don't care about your interpersonal issues, and that's why you hate women. I don't hate anybody for my interpersonal issues.
Right.
I don't like you because you're stupid en masse. So many. All at once. Stop.
There is a lot of ignorance going around. There's a lot of justification for bad behavior.
People are trying so hard to wake up, trying to call for people to realize what class consciousness is and why we need it.
Yeah, they're so lack of class conscious that they won't even put videos out. That would help people come together,
But
come
we
to a
don't,
basic mindset of understanding.
we don't spend enough money on this fucking app. That's just me being honest. You spend money on a certain app for a certain amount of time. Developers notice that. Then you will be rewarded.
Yeah, well,
because
that's
they
not how
want
this app
you to keep
started,
doing
so
it.
I refuse to indulge in this
Yeah, it's-
metamorphosis of having a paywall
Yeah, it's not
on YouTube.
It's not a good thing, is what I'm saying. And what I'm saying is, they do this like gambling,
Yeah, well, that's what I mean by behind the
but
paywall.
they use social attention instead of a monetary. Well, there's a monetary
Isn't that
reward
what that lawsuit is about? The teenage lawsuit is,
against Meta.
yeah, it's about getting them to have a frenzy almost for the attention.
What I'm most mad about is why they haven't hit Candy Crush with this. Candy Crush, hold on, I'm actually going to look it up because I have a big, how many levels does Candy Crush actually have? 23,000 levels
Wow.
in fucking Candy Crush. It's loud. The colors are overly saturated. The rewards are overly beneficial, so you can almost never stop playing the game. This is addictive.
Well, I've never played that game.
This is a problem. But no one wants to be like, hey, you game developers, what the fuck is this shit? Because they make so much money, you can basically hey, here's $50, waitress. Make
Because
sure
they
my
won't
shit
stop
is good.
something that feeds the system, but feeds the
Exactly.
monster.
Exactly. Well, you can go to
Well,
commerce.
they'll stop things that feed the monster, but we're feeding a different kind of monster in a different kind of way. Because our good is their monster. Their bad is our monster.
Okay.
Right?
You almost fucked me up because you were throwing in a metaphor for referring to us, so I had to catch up for a second.
Oh. So they would pay money to slow us down.
Yeah.
As they would get them to pay money to feed their whatever it is.
Basically, the way it seems to me is YouTube is telling its AI to feed its homepage the most addictive content possible.
The
And
rage bait
that
stuff.
content is filled with ads. So the most addictive content possible that you and I ingest regularly, Dean and Chris. What are the most common things we get on those two channels, regardless of Chris saying sometimes this shit is demonetized? So we know with confirmation,
Ads and more ads.
we know with confirmation, they aren't doing this themselves, the creators, the people.
No, right. Well, that's why I hone in on it being YouTube and not the creators.
Exactly.
But that's why I'm also holding my stance. YouTube is a free platform. You can watch and upload for free. And to a certain degree, it still is a free platform. But they have taken the free level down beneath the basement.
That's exactly what I'm saying. They're taking the most addictive content, filling it with ads, which then for fills their paycheck, pays these creators who don't understand that because you and I, perchance, go to their channel and rewatch old favorite videos, look at their channel and watch shorts. Basically, direct access to them creates rewatchable content. Rewatchable content to a corporation
Is money in the bank.
is addictive to
Well, yeah.
the average person.
It's addictive, which makes money in the bank. Yeah,
Exactly.
right.
It's the exact same thing as gambling.
They're
same
the
concept.
drug dealers. They're the freaking drug dealers. Because here's the thing. First, they want you to believe it was just drugs. Or it's cigarettes. Or it's alcohol.
Or it's gambling.
Or it's gambling. Or it's shopping. And they want you to believe that addiction stays in these several categories. When they're actually playing the game against you.
Mm-hmm.
With, like she was saying, with, rage bait content.
Yeah. One thing I learned babysitting my toddler niece for a year, 2?
Year and a half.
Year and a
something
half.
like that.
About a year and a half, is that addictive content absolutely is real and it affects kids and adults.
And they
Very
intentionally
bad.
direct it. What my problem
Yeah,
is
in
the
different ways.
intentional direction. It's not like someone's let's walking down the street and happening upon an apple tree.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the way this is set up. This is absolutely set up to milk the average person, the average child, of whatever they're willing to give for the payback.
And the worst part is it's not a true corporation where the money filters back into
A business.
its shit. And it's a
No,
recurring
Mark wouldn't be
cycle
living in his
like
private
this.
world if it worked as a true business. But Mark is living with the cushion of wealth, with whatever that buys you. But he's not funneling it back into. I mean, he is now. New Mexico's like funnel, bitch. Funnel that money this way.
It goes CEO at the top, and it's kind of like a pyramid scheme, but not really. CEO's at the top, and right underneath CEO is the company's checks and balances.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you make sure the company's checks and balances and the CEO's shit is like right in line with each other, the law can't do much because your company's always edging that line of, no, we're actually legal, and our CEO's technically legal too. And right on top of this, all this up here, illegal. They could
Well,
take the
they
shit
never
down.
made a cap on anything.
Exactly.
And especially wealth. They'll make a cap on the poverty level so as they don't help anyone who doesn't deserve it, but they don't make a cap on the wealthy who takes from the worker that is making the money for them. It's not like in the old days. Remember we watched a movie where the dad who passed away was a florist,
Mm-hmm.
and the daughter was like, Dad would be there before the sun come up, and Dad wouldn't come home until we went to bed.
Yeah.
You know, because even as a florist, there's so much to do, and he was the owner that was hands-on. And a lot of consumers would shop for that fact of, I can walk in this particular store and literally talk to the owner, like literally tell them what I want scenario, not have to go to
That's literally
customer
why I like Jupiter's
service.
Child. She's never
Yeah.
hired an extra lady. She's always like right there.
Right.
For a Trinidad business, that's real important. I was gonna ask you a question. How old are you?
55.
55. In your whole 50 fucking 5 years of life, have you ever seen a genuinely poor, under the poverty line, down and out, barely surviving person be greedy with what the government gives them?
No.
Genuinely. And you can't count people that have kids for the paycheck.
No. No, generally, it's not the poor watches out for the poor and the rich watches out for the rich. It's not that scenario. That's what they want us to believe, but it is not the scenario. You go into a poor neighborhood in the middle of a Saturday, and you've been seen in that poor neighborhood before, so you're not just a stranger coming in. And if you're looking hungry or downtrodden, somebody's mama or grandmama or daddy or grandpappy is gonna come
Older
out.
sister that has
Yeah.
nothing better to do.
Hey, do you need something? Can I help you? You want to go somewhere? Like, they'll ask you, like,
Need a
that's the one
cigarette?
thing about it. Yeah, they'll ask you a million questions to figure out what the problem is. Try to help your day just a little bit better.
The people that I think most others claim to be mad at that they think are poor people are middle class people that live in poor areas so they can afford to spend their money on other shit. Be sincerely honest with your fucking self. If you think people like that are poor, you've never suffered at all in your life, even like skimming the edge of suffering.
Well, you
like
know,
I
you've
have.
heard the stories of so and so was rich, but they lived this kind of lifestyle, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's how he got rich, was not living in excess. But at the same time, like, take advantage of the opportunities created for people who can't afford the things.
Exactly.
You shouldn't be allowed to take
So like
liberty with those things when
Yeah.
you're not living. Your taxes at the end of the year doesn't put you in the ghetto. It puts you in a gated community.
I lived in two different kinds of neighborhoods, demographics of school. So I have two very poignant examples of this. And it's you bring your kids to a poor school and they have the thing that pays for their lunch that you don't have to pay for. But they go on vacation every single summer
Yeah.
for like 2 weeks. In
They still
in
wouldn't
ethnic
get-
neighborhoods, it's you bring your kids to a low income, densely urban school, but you buy them very expensive shoes.
My cousin did that, yeah.
So these are the two types of, technically speaking, middle income people, well, middle income.
Yeah, because if you can afford to buy that stuff,
Exactly.
you're not counting pennies.
But they live in poor areas and they do shit like brag about the kind of food stamps they can get.
Oh my gosh.
Or they do
yeah.
shit like they have a fuck ton of kids just to bring
And they're
in more
not
money.
they're not milking the system or what, so to speak. Not the way people have offshore accounts and shit milk the system.
But they would never bring that up because people that complain about the poor want to be rich.
And want an offshore account.
So exactly. So when you try to bring this shit up, they're like, "Well, I don't know. What if
Yeah,
I'm
don't
rich
bring up
one
them
day?"
using their own system to the point where they would have a person not of them arrested for fraud. Yeah, we live a double standard. Until this country is ready
an
to give up a
extreme-
double standard, it's going to stay the same as the rich abusing the poor trying to make it. And then when they do try to get the middle class, they're still trying to use the tools of being poor. Even though they fought to get to the middle class, you would think they'd want the pat on the back, but now you're living beyond your means just to be in the middle class.
If anyone's not from America, I'm gonna do a Google search for you, okay? Best place to move if I need to immigrate, except for America.
Emigrate, that would be emigrate.
Okay. Best place to move if I need to immigrate.
That's probably
except for America. Portugal, Spain.
I don't
Go
know,
to
they're on
Mexico.
fire right now. I don't know about Mexico.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I can't control fires, guys.
No, I'm just saying
I
as a
can't
side
control
note.
fires.
Side
But if
note.
you want to go somewhere and you need somewhere that is safe for you, do not come here. I understand other places are worse than here.
Well, people
will
are
give you
coming here
that.
because they want to benefit, just because that's what's being
You-
promised of them. And the thing is, why are you listening to them?
If you are not from America, you want to immigrate here, and if your reason is anything
No, just
else-
keep your eyes open. That's what she's saying. Keep your eyes open to where you're immigrating to, whether it's here, somewhere in Europe, somewhere in Africa, somewhere in South America.
Well,
Don't go with your eyes closed. Go with your eyes open.
I just have a very important point to make, and that's you will not ever get above low middle income if you move here. Being rich is a fantasy. You have to already be rich to be rich in America.
Mm-hmm.
I want every single person in this world to let that fantasy go.
No, see, so Trump did something since he's been president this time, that if you're a foreign person coming here, it's almost like a financial guarantor. So, say you are poor and you want to immigrate here. You need someone to sponsor you until you get all your papers right and stuff.
Okay.
And that sponsor would be basically responsible for you,
Right.
to either get all your paperwork or leave on time, because almost every permission slip to come here typically has an end date of some kind to get your paperwork done,
Yeah.
or leave. But I think the rich, there used to be some kind of like monetary amount that they could give the government to secure their guarantor, because they have their own money
Right.
and stuff.
Yeah.
They don't need to make money here, but to keep them legit, that's what our country had. But Trump took that away now.
Oh.
So now people don't have
But-
to pay or secure themselves.
My point is as an American citizen, I have a birth certificate, I have a social security number. I've never left ever. I can say this with my full chest. I am an American. Everything they've ever told anybody about coming to America, making a new life, this and that. Think of any patriotic movie you've ever seen in your whole life.
I don't watch that shit, but I get
Just
what you're
think of it.
saying.
It's a lie. And if you want protection, genuinely do the research to
Well,
find
you
somewhere
come
else.
here, just know that you're responsible for yourself.
Extremely.
And that at this point, wow, that went down fast. Did you see that?
Yeah.
At this point, the services that of the social systems that people used to rely on may or may not be available as they have been known to be available in the past. So people who say like the illegal immigrants get services, like that's a dead ass lie. We all
That's
know
not-
that's dead
yeah,
ass lie.
Never been a thing,
The
guys.
people who do get services have papers,
Uh-huh.
have cards, have
Tracking.
all tracking, right?
Yeah,
They
like,
can
we
absolutely.
can barely do anything, and we are citizens.
Yo, and we actually had that until this current government. And those people were violently shoved out of our country.
Exactly.
And then they started complaining that the fields weren't being manned and that the vegetables weren't being picked. Listen, they did all that to bring in AI, to bring in automation. And the only thing that's going to stop that automation is people getting back to work. Let the people willing to be in the fields come work in the fields.
People, because
There used to be a deadline on food stamps. Now it's both parties' responsibility to ensure these social programs aren't being abused. And back when your sister was younger, there was deadlines because we were capable, able-bodied people, just single parents.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you need to get your stuff together by this point, and if you don't, we're going to help you then, and you're going to follow our rules, or you're going to lose your benefits. And there was all these things set in place that both parties let fall to the wayside as far as I'm concerned.
But yeah, my whole point is, every single time I come across someone who's, and I've talked to Latin American people too, and I just don't want them to be misguided by still having an idealistic view of our country. I want every American.
I don't think they're misguided. I think they just want it to go back the way it was, and I don't think that's possible. We haven't yet heard from a politician saying this with 0 people in the room. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we have yet to hear from any politician that says, here's a list of what has been negatively done to our country by blah, 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 fat diaper, Donnie, administration.
You gotta start picking one word.
Yeah, but because I don't, they're not. They can't.
Rutabaga.
Rutabaga. The rutabaga did all this stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to begin.
Mondani did call out Netanyahu, but we can't elect him as president, so we just gotta let that go.
Well, for all the patriots out there who are very proud of the U.S. of A. that don't feel some kind of way with our self-defense is merging with another entity's self-defense, that entity I can't even call a country, right?
It's not.
So
by a legal
all the
definition,
patriots in
it's
the
not.
country that aren't saying something about that and that are standing up for something that is illegitimate in any other scenario,
I've made
the
this.
current administration would be considered illegitimate and thrown out on their asses. And what people my age and older are thinking, like, there used to be these laws, you know, there used to be this protocol, there used to be this, that, and the other thing. None of that's working. So can we go back?
Well,
That the people want, that's where I began this, that the people just want it to go back?
Yeah. Well, my generation's current opinion has been, and I've done a personal poll. You can claim I'm wrong if you feel like
Did a
it.
personal poll,
But
guys.
unless you're fucking 18 to, I believe the oldest I talked to was 25, shut the fuck up.
What the fuck?
Please.
I'm 55.
Not
I'm
you,
totally
Ma.
out of that
Not you,
category.
Ma. Not you.
Just say,
But-
por favor.
Por favor. I've done this poll. In my own generation, that specific span of people there, we don't think we can gently beaver dam this place back into a beautiful wetland. I think we need to wildfire this place down
Well, Trump's
and
doing
grow
that.
again. No. Trump is a parasitic boar
No, I'm
beetle.
just saying he's not helping the states, so the wildfires are harder to deal with. So,
I'm
like,
not talking literally, Mom.
I'm just interjecting as other people would, like, because it's a turn of phrase when you say that double entendre.
Well, it's funny.
Okay.
Don't throw me off.
But the double entendre is funny how you are right,
Yes.
and he's actually physically doing that, but
He's
without the same
exactly.
intention.
Well, without reciprocation. He's
Or
doing
reciprocation.
this. There's no this. Well, my generation is differing with others is especially millennials. They want to do, well, Trump's doing this, right? They want to do this. That's not going to happen. It's just not.
They
Thi-
have no
what
idea what you're
this
talking about.
man's- I'm talking about a rubber band.
Oh, rubber banding the situation, yeah.
Trump's
Stretch.
Trump's stretching it. Millennials want to gently put it back instead of snap it back. My generation doesn't believe that can ever happen. What this man stands for is not just one thing. He stands for a construct that is ingrained in the paper they soiled.
Unfortunately,
mark
it's a
this
male
area
construct.
a United States of America.
And if the women that were standing up for those said people would understand that all they're doing is furthering the male construct, which does not accept us as an equal.
Those two bitches just got thrown out. They didn't last. I had money on this. I was
What'd you bet? 2 cents, or what are we gonna get back? $2?
No, we had a pool.
Oh.
We keep it under $10, but we're not serious about it. It's just fun. I'm 2 months short of when I thought they would both be out.
Really?
$5.
Maybe for all you know, that 2 months is the beginning of when they were getting thrown out.
I believe.
No, because Pam was a couple
Pam-
months ago.
But I had 2 on my thing, so it had to be both of them. I didn't just have one. Someone almost got it, but they were a week off. So they didn't get
A
it.
week off?
I mean, there's no real money because we're all poor. But this is just something fun to do to fill up our time.
Right.
They were close. But we can't gently coast our way into a next presidency without genuine non-artificial change. And the only way to do that is with, I'm sorry to say it, a purge. That movie is stupid.
Well, it
Because
doesn't
it
have to be a
turned-
physical purge, but it has to be a purge of old ideals, of old, and I don't mean like ancient ones. I mean old as in from 2017 till now.
Like my mom, you could say that right. My newest tangent is that the New York City should be the capital of America, and Washington D.C. should be the federal.
Like, don't you
capital
think
of
the people
America.
in New York, as a whole, having had 250 years of immigrants coming through their shores, should have a pretty significant say in immigration?
We talk about New
Because
York.
New York is 2 things. It's an ocean state. It's also got a land border to another country. So they can see her from 2 different sides and probably be more fair than the people that we found out here in the Southwest that are just like, my people took this country and this is my country
I
kind of
remembered
shit.
what I called it because I had this concept in a dream. My dreams are weird. Sometimes I think about the government. The people's capital of America should be New York City. They have earned it at this point. And if Mandani keeps pushing with a genuine change, I think in the reconstruction of America, because it has to happen.
Well, 250 years, it's a make it or break it.
We are no longer slave owners. We are no longer majority white men. We are no longer in 1776. It is time to move on. We are a new nation. We are a new people. There is no fucking reason to keep acting like this shit is okay.
Yeah.
It's not.
And for anybody to continue to justify why they think it's okay,
You just want to be one of them.
it falls
Freak.
on deaf ears because you can't be that ignorant and bigoted to think that we should. Well, I guess you can be. There are people who still think we should live under the rules of a 2,000-year-old Bible, that the people who follow it are the biggest rule breakers I've ever met in my life. I've met atheists that have more morals than people who have a so-called religion.
There's been Satanists that would give you their kidney as a stranger if you would ask, when the Christian would literally just pray for you.
No, they'd make you fill out an application and make you prove why you would deserve,
And then pray for you.
and then pray for you.
And then that's it.
Pretend they never seen an
They
application.
wouldn't even file the paper.
No, they would tell you 6 months later if you survived, oh, I never got your paper.
Well, I prayed for you. You're welcome. That's how it feels. I'm sorry. But if you want me to view you differently, put in practice things
Be
that are
different.
different.
Well, shit, just be different. One thing, and I've told you this before, when I was...
Turn your light. Something's touching it. That's why it keeps doing that. I watched it go up, down, on, off.
Is it
on,
a
off.
bug? Is it a bug that's turning?
I
doing
don't know.
Okay.
Put it back so
More
I can see the
light.
button, because holy shit, that was freaking me out.
I've told you this before, when I was a little bit younger than you, and it was time for me to decide whether I wanted to have kids or not, and I looked at the world that I was facing, that was in late 80s, early 90s, and I can't say there was any more promise, like politically or how the country was run then as there was now. But what hit me was, if I wanted to see a change in the world, I didn't know about being a change. I just knew that I would have to raise my children differently. It wasn't until years later that I realized I also needed to be the change.
I think you suffered from something very familiar to some of my friends, but I think it came to you later in life because of what happened. And that's when you're so young and your life is so stressful, you view things in these parameters when your life is this long. So, just like you said, you're like, I need to help my kids be the change in the world. And then when you had already had kids, you raised my sibling, and then you had me and Vincy, and you got to this point right over here where you were always seeing here, you weren't really seeing where exactly you would be here. So once you've had all that experience, you came to here and you're like, oh shit, I have way more life than I thought. And I have to remind some of my friends, my guy, you're gonna live more than next year.
Well, yeah, but okay, so I totally get how every one of those people feel, because when you've lived through, for me, I have physical scarring. At 55, my back shouldn't look the way it does on an MRI. I'm sure Doc's going to tell me that when I see him.
He's gonna put that golden finger down and I'm gonna chop it off, though.
No, there won't be no scolding, but it's not a scorned way of looking, but it's a severely honest way of looking at things. And although other people might see it as we are seeing things because of our experience, and that may be true, it's also because we've experienced liars, forced to lie for other people scenario. So we kind of, if we were to live in society right now, we would see the demarcation line between red and blue.
Yeah.
But we don't live that way.
Yeah.
And that's for our benefit. It's not for anybody out there, but our benefit, not to be forced, pigeonholed like that.
They tried, the indoctrination is so bad. And I don't always like using that word because it's kind of thrown around these days for whatever people feel like indoctrination means. Christian use it as a way to claim that you're teaching their kids about the gays. And leftists use it to say that you're teaching kids to kill black people. And Republicans say that you're using indoctrination to make people hate Trump. So I hate using that word sometimes. That's not it.
I see that.
But what's important is I noticed as a kid they were already trying to pigeonhole children, even in small, tiny little ways. Every single boy in my little 4th grade class was like Michigan or Michigan State, and coincidentally, this was during state testing, which isn't stressful. It was super easy, so I didn't give a fuck about the test. But I was just sitting there. I'm in the zone. I'm locked in. I read a lot as a kid, so I was like, fuck it. English test? I don't give a shit. I get
Easy
A's on
peasy.
mine. I don't give a fuck. Let me read it. It'll be interesting. And it always was for some reason. So I'm ready, but they kept bothering me. I didn't realize it was football season. Because it was raining outside, so I didn't give a fuck about sports. So
We are not sports people
so
to
I was
begin
like,
with.
what do you want? And they were like, Michigan or Michigan State. And I was like, what are their colors? And they're like, what was it? Michigan is blue and yellow. And Michigan State, I think, is white and green. And I was like, blue and yellow. And they were like, why? I'm like, blue and yellow make green.
I knew you were going to say that.
And coincidentally, I had a green shirt and a blue vest on. So I was like, look, there you go. Happy now? I'm not invested in sports. I never watched a Michigan versus Michigan State game.
Neither have we. And I
Ever.
was there from 01 to 16.
Actually, we were watching the Today Show before school once, and I saw the ticket tape of who won, and I was like, oh,
Okay.
I forgot who I cared about because I'd already forgotten. That was like 2 years after that first experience. So they already try to pigeonhole you with stupid shit.
Hell, when I moved to Michigan and I heard that students who had parents who hunted and who would hunt with the parents got the day off without no note or anything, I was like, what the?
When I showed up, and first of all, the girls had some kind of sports thing going on during the same day, so I think they planned that. They were
Of course.
like, all right, girls volleyball thing or whatever Kingston was doing. I don't remember, to be honest with you. They were gone though. Most of the girls were gone. Missy was sick or something. And then all of the boys that I thought would be there were gone. And for a second I thought about it, but one kid either didn't like hunting or just wasn't feeling it that day, had actually gone to school. And I asked him about it, and he's like, everyone's hunting. And then that kid that next week brought deer jerky they made.
Was it good?
Fuck yeah, it was. Shout out to that kid and his family. They looked like hillbillies. They acted like hillbillies. And I respect the game.
Make some damn fine jerky, right?
It's been practiced. The thing about natural living is it doesn't matter what flavor of human you are. You'll do it long enough with enough generations, you will get good at it.
Yep.
You just gotta let go of whatever is holding you back. Whatever it is.
We
I don't
were
care.
just indoctrinated in a society of convenience.
You know what, maybe you could claim that we were attached to things that we liked the convenience of, and we had a very rough in and out period of letting that shit go. I would say now at our grown ages, we pretty much let that shit go. We struggle with natural living because every life will have issues. If we didn't have these issues, we'd be in a house in town with shitty ass plumbing
Or flooding issues.
or neighbors.
Yeah.
Right fucking
They can smell your fart before you even let it out.
exactly. We can have those problems. We can have these problems.
Yeah, the wind picked up too, and
I
that's the
actually
problem.
will take coyotes over a
I'll
human
take
being.
wind.
I'll
yeah.
take a
The
mountain
wind woke
lion.
me up last night, and I'm like, oh, it's the wind. Okay, you know what? I didn't have to worry if it was going to kill
You
anybody.
hear scary ass elk scream in the middle of the night. Just go.
No, that would wake us up because elk don't normally come out here.
We go.
Yeah.
And then we go. Is it worth getting
No,
a gun,
it is pitch
going
black out there.
outside?
No.
No, I would
no,
at least think about it's elk, Mom.
I know, but
I would
still.
have a 15
Listen,
second
until we're not under
contemplation.
the guise of all these licenses and controls, or have a homestead classification.
Just listen to my joke. I would have a 15-second contemplation because I'm scared of the dark. Of 3006 is literally right
Let's
behind
show them
me.
how dark it is outside. There's no one here, so no one should get scared.
And that's with the light right next to like the doorway.
Yeah, there's a light.
But I
right
can't
there.
even see anything
But this
outside.
is what it looks like out there.
What's
can't
on the
see nothing,
camera
right?
is true to life. And there's a tree right out
You
there.
know, there's a tree right out there.
Oh my god!
What?
Your dog just ripped one.
Oh no, really? Should I open the door? It'll give us more air, and nobody's awake, so nobody will run out.
Oh my god.
Thanks, Daisy. And on that note, we're just over an hour. We're just gonna go air the house out, and
You know what? We gave you some content.
I hope we didn't get gassed too
Happy
bad.
Happy
Don't get
YouTube,
gassed by what people say to you.
Happy YouTube 10-year anniversary.
Happy YouTube.
If you're a
10-year
long-time
anniversary.
subscriber, high five.
High five.
If you're one of my friends watching this,
High five.
fuck you, turn it off. I didn't tell you to watch this one.
Don't listen to her. She's mean.
If you're one of Mom's friends, what's up?
So,
If you're one of my enemies, you know who you are.
what's
I'm
up?
still hunting you down.
Really?
Never rest easy.
Really?
I am in your walls.
You don't even got no enemies.
Yes, I do. They're bald, short, and live with their dad.
And are probably pedophiles.
One of them wears a beanie.
Ew, disgusting. Oh, man.
Now you know who I'm talking about.
Why
My
you got-
enemies.
Yeah.
My mortal enemy. You know what? I don't even know who you actually are. But when I find you, Ricky,
That's what she
when I
says to Ricky the
find you-
chicken all the time. When I find you, Ricky.
because they escape and they get one chance of them escaping and me going, they're just scared. Every time afterwards, I'm mad.
Every
You
time.
should have learned the first time.
I hope you enjoyed our 10-year anniversary. It was fun. We had
Oh, wow.
a fun day.
Look, we can see outside now. Can you?
Can you see? Oh, you can see outside. See our
Isn't
little
that
doggy enrichment area? That's the highest point.
God,
and that's the
tree-
lowest
The
point.
trees are so fucking scary at night.
I know. Creepy.
Yeah, if I was a
I-
mountain lion, I'd be like, hell yeah. I'm gonna scare the fuck out of some deer, make them have a heart attack, and eat the body.
We've never. Oh, yeah, we see mule deer up here occasionally. Anyway, we're ending this.
Go
shit.
away. I'm just kidding. I love you.
We got a Molly Coco video coming up, short coming up soon. Look out for that. Look out for yourself. Don't believe what you're told unless you can confirm it. And confirming it by what someone else's opinion is not confirming
I
it.
want you to smash the like button, slap the subscribe button, and then fucking punch the bell right in its beer belly gut, okay?
Thank you.